guess, how you saw it change from, I guess, late in the third and then through that last quarter?
Yeah, where I want to start is we were frustrated with the safety of the venue before the game. We raised those issues, and we've taken, I think, another 4 injuries throughout this contest, and that's just a frustration right now that you know, we need to get some answers on. I think when we had our bodies, we showed we were as good, if not better, and you know, that's the thing that I'm really proud of with the group is that, you know, like we stuck to the plan, we knew where our advantages were, we executed what we were trying to do. And then I felt like there was a period where it just got too tough for us, and you know, that's what we just reflected on then is, and we talk about control and what we can control, and what we could control is those moments, bodies healthy or not, we know how we can compete and how we've got to do things. So yeah, that one hurts in that sense. Full credit to Phoenix. You know, really disappointed with how some of the comments were when guys got injured, but we'll remember that for the future.
Firstly, I guess, when you talk about the safety of the venue, obviously very humid, it looked like Josh slipped on some precipitation on the floor, some sweat on the court. Also, I think Dean may have hurt his ankle there. Can you just elaborate, I guess, on those injuries and what the concern was before the game and during? Yeah,
I guess obviously a humid, rainy day here. You know, the air cons definitely didn't get on early enough, and the surface was slippery. You know, we identified that before the game, and yeah, Deng does his groin, slipping on the floor. Bannon does his knee, slipping on the floor. Like, you know, there are a couple of things there that are quite frustrating. That, you know, in usual terms, you're probably not having to deal with that. You know, unfortunately, Emmett's strained his oblique in that one as well. So yeah, like a little bit more of what we've been dealing with, I guess. And for us, it's a quick turnaround, so we've got to regroup, find out what the damage really is tomorrow, and then forge forward.
Did you want the game called off?
No, nothing like that. We're just, and again, like I'm not saying, it's just frustrating when you're told to just deal with it when, you know, those things are raised. And yeah, that's for people higher than me to deal with from here. It's just, you know, when we're losing bodies, we've been dealing with that all year. And again, most of them have been impact injuries that it's unlucky, right? Whereas when it comes down to the floor being wet and slippery, that frustrates me.
I think we've spoken about this before in terms of your injuries. You haven't fielded or haven't been able to call on your full rostered list in any game this season, right?
Yeah, no.
How hard is that?
Look, I think every team's dealt with something along the way, and it is kind of what it is. It's a frustration when you put a roster together that you believe really works. The pieces really work, and you know, we haven't had that. But at the same time, like we're in that contest at 3/4 time in a position to win. So whoever's on the floor, we're never going to use as an excuse if guys are out. It's about, can we continue to do our job and do it to the best of our ability. And again, I just thought, you know, as bodies went out tonight, we just kind of ran out of legs. We're asking a lot of guys. You know, this guy keeps battling hard. You know, from Nordo to, you know, anyone. Like, they're all giving us everything they've got, and that's where we can sit here and be proud of what we've tried to achieve.
Casey, how did you notice any? You know, was the floor difficult to play on for you, or did you notice things that were wrong apart from the injuries, obviously?
Honestly, I was just trying to be smart a lot of the time when I was driving to the basket, but you know, that's no excuse. Like Coach said, you know, got a basketball, we got shoes, everybody's dealing with the same thing. You know, it's just about you know, finding a way, and tonight we didn't.
I'm sure you've been asked this plenty of times, but like seeing you up close tonight, first time, obviously, since you've kind of rebounded into this incredible form that you've got, some of those shots that you made tonight, the defenders couldn't have done any more. Are you as confident as you've been in your career? I know you've had a great career, but pretty incredible shot making tonight from you.
Yeah, I'm a confident person. You know, I've always believed in myself from a young age. You know, my mom always taught me to have self-belief, so I mean, that just carry over. But you know, that's not enough tonight. So yeah.
How frustrated are you? Because it feels like your team's just on the cusp of going, we're going to go, or we might not make it. Do you get frustrated by it? How do you kind of manage that, I guess?
Not frustrated with our team at all. You know, we got guys who come in each and every day and we battle. You know, we be having unfortunate luck as of late, well, the whole season really. But, you know, the guys that come onto the court each and every day, we leave it all out there. So that's always a joy to have. You know, you can go to battle with anyone like that. The results, a little bit frustrating because I know what we're capable of, given that, you know, we have all our bodies and we play in the right way. So that part is a bit frustrating.
Josh Bannon probably the best we've seen him play, I think, especially since he came back and what we may have expected from him at the start of the season, apart from the injuries. It's really great to watch him, and then he goes down with injury. Like, you know, how do you sort of, I guess, the group manages that?
That's tough. You know, he was doing everything we know Josh Brandon can do in this league. You know, he's worked his ass off to get back, and he was finally getting the rewards of, you know, all that work that he was putting in. So anytime you got a guy like that go out, it's heartbreaking for the team, especially not having Ty in the post. So, yeah, I hope he's all right. We're going to evaluate how he's feeling tomorrow, and, yeah, man.
Justin, I guess you take stock now from the injuries and finding out who you're going to have, and can you give us a bit of an update on Tyrell, and then I guess how do you refocus now for Perth? And then I think it's I think you've got 3 games in 7 or 8 days or something.
No, it's coming thick and fast. Like, yeah, Ty, you know, got basically symptoms once we got here, and so we're not real sure when he'll be back. Way too early to tell, and you know, obviously with concussion, you never want to mess around with that. So, yeah, like we'll take that one day by day. And honestly, until we get back to Brizzy, we really don't know what the extent of it. But you know, early assessment is we're probably going to be out without all 3. So, you know, I don't know if we can field a side right now is the sad part about it. But again, whatever we put on the floor, I know that those guys are giving me 100%, and you know, the pride we have in this group and how we go about it every day, you know, we believe in what we've got.
Chris, do you want to jump on, mate? You just unmute yourself. Yep.
Yeah, sure. Just a couple. Justin, you mentioned you'll remember some things that were said earlier. Is that from Phoenix players, Phoenix officials, or was it from the crowd? Who was sort of making some comments?
No, it happens on the call, mate. Not willing to go any further with it.
No, that's fair. Just following up on Josh Brandon, I mean, that's the first time in this league where he's looked completely unguardable out there tonight. He was dominating. I mean, hopefully he doesn't have to miss much time, but how much did you like what he was able to do for 3.5 quarters?
Yeah, I felt like I was about to have to sell to him the 5s where his advantage is, like I had to with Case earlier on. Like we knew when Ty went out that we could really turn that into a positive of sorts in letting him just get downhill on Hunter and Hurd. And you know, again, you know, when he's in the game, I think you know, we probably had the ascendancy. So yeah, really hurt him going out. Great to Case's point. He's done the work. He's accepted coming off the bench when he came back in, and now he's been able to come in and help us at the 4 and 5. And yeah, like, you know, fingers crossed he's not out for too long.
When you talk about preparing for your next games, you always talk about how you worry about yourselves first and getting yourselves right. Is that even more so the case now as you get ready for Wednesday night? Because firstly, you just have to worry about who you have available and who you can play before you even think about preparing to handle the Wildcats. Yeah,
like we've got a full day of travel obviously tomorrow, and you know, we've got a fan day that we're looking forward to getting in front of our fans, and then you know, we'll give the guys some recovery on Monday and then back into a Tuesday ready for Perth. And right now it's all about controllables and what can we actually control right now to give ourselves the best chance to put as many bodies up on Wednesday night. I think it's Wednesday night. So yeah, that's where we sit right now, mate. And you know, I know our group will do everything possible to get up for it.
Casey, when you look to that game on Wednesday, and there's a chance you're missing 3, 4, 5 important players, do you have a look at what Tasmania did last night and realise that anything's still possible once you get out on the court and you get the ball rolling?
I mean, honestly, I look at us. You know, we've been dealing with injuries this whole year, and we always overcame adversity hit us. We always persevered. So I know that we got guys, again, like I said, with that battle. So once we get on the court, that's all we care about. You know, hopefully we have enough bodies to, you know, actually go out there and do some damage. But I'm happy with who we got.
Thanks, guys.
Casey, just a quick one. It looked from the sidelines a pretty fiery battle. Some frustrations at the end. Were you frustrated with the Phoenix players, like as you were coming off the court? Did they sort of say things to you that you didn't appreciate?
No, they didn't say nothing to me. You know, it's just more so have a little class, in my opinion. You know, guys going down. It's basketball, but you know, he got to deal with his health. You know, he could possibly do something that's, you know, very damaging to his knee. And I'm just, you know, kind of a little frustrated with that. But other than that, you know, they came out, competed, they won the game. They did what they had to do. We didn't. That's how the game go.
Wrap it there, guys.